What's up, guys? Welcome back to Crypto Weekly Review Pullback Edition. We're going to talk about how Bitboy Crypto is a hypocrite. We're going to look at some clown-based news, and we're going to talk about why Charles Hoskinson is hiding in the desert. Does it have something to do with this XRP securities lawsuit? Is Ada next? Let's not waste any more time. Let's jump straight into the charts.
You big all sus, yeah. I just doubled up on crypto. I just doubled down on the new vest. Now my check looking like 2 checks. Type of money made me want a 2-step. Who next? This week I be on the moon next. Stock going up like 2x. That's a fast flip like suplex. Two really stepping like a duplex. You bet never lose change, but I do flex on it.
Bitcoin on the daily chart, as you can see, Bitcoin is holding this teal line. That is the 89 exponential moving average, and it has about 55,000. We have 1, 2, 3 bounces off of there, very weak, below the pivot. I think the next time we are going to break down below 55K, and the next stop is 50K. That's a big drop. Do I think that it's going to be a giant red dildo straight to 50K? Probably not. It's probably going to wick off there and maybe find support at 53,000. I think around 50K is a good risk reward for a long trade. You could either jump out or ride it to new all-time highs depending on what happens after that. When Bitcoin is above this white line, it is in a daily uptrend, but this yellow line is also just as important. As you can see, it has gained support here twice in this bull run and went to new all-time highs. Could that happen here? Yes, it can happen. Remember, there are no certainties. There are only probabilities. And who is selling the Bitcoin? It is the miners. There is a small uptick in the amount of Bitcoin that miners are sending to the exchanges according to this miner outflow chart. Now we go over to Hex. Hex is looking like absolute AIDS. It is below the pivot. It is chopping down very slowly. I think single digit Hex is in our near future. We have the baby death cross looming. That's the 21 exponential moving average crossing the 200. This signals a prolonged downtrend, but nothing like this purple line right here. If this crosses the 200, then it is highly probable we are going into a long, deep bear market in Hex. Do I think that's going to happen? Right now it's looking probable, but let's see what kind of bounce we can get right here in this 13 area. Maybe we can at least come up here and test this channel. Maybe we can at least reject the 21 and suppress this absolute free fall that Hex is currently in. Now, I did hear about the Hex19, the poor guy who got hacked and his stakes got ended. He had millions and millions of dollars in Hex, and it looks very suspect. I'm going to leave a link below. He did do an interview. He's an 81-year-old man who was putting in 10-year stakes. Go figure. Sounds sus. He said that his kids and grandkids are involved. Sounds very suspicious. Maybe check it out for yourself. After all, crypto is the best entertainment. Speaking of entertainment, Bitboy Crypto, he is the guy who, if you mention Hex in his chat, he will ban your ass. And look at this. He has 71,277 Hex, and he says he doesn't know how it got in there. I will leave the link in the description box below so you can look for yourself. He is the hottest, biggest YouTuber. He has over 1 million subscribers, and he didn't call the top like I did. In other news, Hex was listed on Poloniex, but who the hell cares? Because if you live in Crimea, Cuba, Iran, Libya, mainland China, North Korea, Sudan, Syria, Belarus, United States, and U.S. territories such as Guam, and Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands, you cannot trade on there. And no, you can't use a VPN because if it's an on-ramp, you need KYC. Ethereum is looking a lot stronger than BTC. It is hammering on the 21 exponential moving average. It is going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Could it break through and regain the daily uptrend? I'm going to say the probabilities are against it, but yeah, it definitely could happen. It looks very strong here. I think once we lose this 55 exponential moving average like Bitcoin has already done, I think we can definitely confirm that we are in a daily downtrend. But right now, we really can't say it. It's just hammering on the door of this 21 exponential moving average, and I don't believe in double tops, triple tops. We've been watching sand, and remember I was saying that a good buying and an entry is right at this 21 exponential moving average at $3.30, but it didn't quite make it. It is too strong. It said nope, whoop, and up it goes, and it is too far to chase. Look, I'll tell you why Richard Hart is not good with charts. He's not good with charts because he's not good with women. You got to let these charts come to you. You know what I mean? This is a missed opportunity right here, yes, but most of the time, 89% of the time when you chase, you get absolutely wiped out. So it's not worth the risk reward. You had a sane buying entry right here at 3.3. It didn't make it there before it bounced off and rocketed away, and that is okay. Just like women, you got to make this thing come to you. Mana, same thing. It is pumping beyond reasonable prudent. ADA, absolute death. Absolute death. AVAX cooling down, a good entry point right here if you're super bullish is at about 103, but the optimum most premium would be at 85. Let's take a quick look at this NFT monthly volume. It is on the decline, and remember, NFTs show the absolute exuberance of the market, and it just shows you what we already know. Things are cooling down. Let's have a little bit of a macro update. Jerome Powell was renominated as Fed chair, and that made the equities markets dump a little bit because Jerome Powell is tapering quantitative easing. He is slowing down money printing to fight inflation. It also made gold dip and the dollar go up. Turkey is hyperinflating the lira. Europe is locking down again, protesting and rioting. The world is going into another lockdown over the winter, and people are scared. They're running out of equities right now, and they're running into the dollar because it is still the safe haven and global currency. And as the dollar goes up, its trading pairs are going to go down. That's just how markets work. So if the dollar is getting stronger, equities are going down. Bitcoin is going down. I just want to say that this is speculation. I mean, everyone is assuming that Fed Powell is going to taper and he's going to raise interest rates, but he might not. Remember, they've been pumping this asset bubble since 2008. Are they going to stop right now? Don't get fudded out on this, but just keep an eye on what's going on at the Fed. Let's pop in here and take a look at the fear and greed index. It looks like it is moderate fear right now. That means the bots have not seen too many FUD articles. We want to see peak extreme fear before we buy. Let's take a peek at Gwen on Coinbase and all the drama. This guy, he's been digging into the situation. It seems like there was a glitch that caused Coinbase to issue and sell millions, if not billions of coins they don't actually have. They froze every holder's account, and now they're desperately trying to fix the situation and all of the transactions manually. Basically, if you don't know, Gwen is a yuan-based stablecoin. And as you know, people are absolute degenerates. And when it was listed, they tried to pump the stablecoin and it went to the moon. And people were getting 100x, 1000x multipliers in their wallets. One guy reported that he paid $50 and got 50 million GN instead of the 5,000 that he was supposed to get. Coinbase panicked. It froze everybody's wallets. It's trying to run everything back manually, but people are saying that millions of dollars worth of GN had left Coinbase already. It seems like Clownbase is on the hook for a lot of millions of dollars, but if you had bought that, you are SOL on the dip. They are not going to bail you out. Let's talk a little bit about the XRP lawsuit. The CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, says they are seeing progress, although it is very slow. He expects this lawsuit to be wrapped up by the end of the year, which I don't think that's going to happen. This is the court systems during COVID, and we're talking about the holiday season coming up. We got about a month left. I just don't see it. I don't see them doing it, but this is important because it's going to set a legal precedent for securities and a lot of other coins on the chopping block, aka ADA. Could this be why Charles Hoskinson is riding camels in the desert in Africa and distancing himself from ADA? I think yes. I think if XRP loses this lawsuit, I think ADA is next. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. If you made it this far, please consider throwing me a like and a sub, and I'll see you on the next one.